Welcome to the Springboro 45066 Part 1. In our January-February show, City Manager Chris Pozzuto gives us a construction update on the 73-741 intersection. The boys at Heatherwoode Golf Course give us an early spring update, and Carrie visits the Chamber of Commerce to hear all about Expo 2018. You can also see Carrie's individual 40-minute Expo show on the NBCC later on. This episode features local businesses that give back, and Carrie begins by talking to the gals at Shoppe Smitten. On Meet Your Neighbor, I talked to Bethany Scanlon, a special needs teacher at Clearcreek Elementary, and it's all happening right now on 45066. Happy New Year 2018. We are running a little bit late in this year for our show for January, February, our first show for January, February. But we had some things happen and weather, etc., etc. But here we are. We are at This Guys. Carrie and I, my co-host, we send you nothing but great year of tidings and goodwill. Okay? That being said, glad you're with us. Carrie, I understand that you talked about my city manager, our new city manager,
yes,
Pozzuto, who we are really looking for big things from him. Full confidence vote for city council, unanimous. And Carrie, take it from there.
Well, as we all know, the main intersection in town at 741 and 73 has been undergoing construction for a while now. We sat down with Chris Pozzuto to get an update on the intersection because the construction is coming to a close.
End of this year.
Let's go check it out. Thanks, Mayor. We are at the city building, sitting in City Manager Chris Pozzuto's office. Chris, thank you for allowing us to come in today.
No problem. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So obviously, we want to talk about what's new and exciting at the big intersection, 73 and 741. I know we're approaching the time frame to where we'll be wrapping up the project.
Correct. Yeah, we're on schedule as far as the contract is concerned. If you've been down there the last couple of days, you've noticed the mast arms going up for the traffic signals. Just today I went through there and they're actually putting up some of the traffic signals on the mast arms and some of the neat internally illuminated street signs that we have going up as well. We've tried to make that whole area aesthetically pleasing, and those signs are part of that package. So we're very happy to be putting all of that stuff up. But once the traffic signals are completely up, what the contractor is going to do then, weather permitting, is they're going to put some temporary striping down on the road and then actually open up all the lanes that have been constructed. So I know everybody's going to look forward to that.
It might be a little confusing at first.
It might be, but we hope people just take their time getting through there, and I know they'll be able to follow the lines correctly and use all the lanes right. But once that is done, there's going to be a winter shutdown. So unfortunately, you can't ever predict Mother Nature. So today we're interviewing, and it's 60 degrees outside and raining.
It is.
So you can't ever plan for that when you're doing construction projects. So what they did was they actually scheduled a winter shutdown anticipating cold weather. And so what's going to happen is the project's going to shut down for about a month and a half to 2 months, and then they're going to resume probably the end of March, early April, and finish the project completely with different curb work, finish up the concrete work out there, and completely put down a final layer of asphalt on the entire project area. Once that is done, the project will be done, and we will be able to open it officially, hopefully May or June.
Awesome.
So
wow. So no barrels, no
orange, no anything. That's right.
Springboro's going back to blue and white.
We're going back to blue and white, exactly. Yes. A lot of people probably think our official colors are orange and white, but we're trying to protect against that. So we like the blue and white of the Panthers, so that's what we're going to go back to once we get all the barrels and everything out. So.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is so exciting.
It is. You know, it's a much needed project. I know a lot of people in the community, you know, traffic is a major issue for them, so we want to show that we're certainly listening to the citizens and trying to do what we can to ease the traffic concerns that they may have. And this intersection project is certainly one of those things that shows we are listening and we're trying to do something about their concerns. So
that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. So tell me a little bit about what's going on then with the former IGA.
Yeah, a few years ago, as I hope everybody knows, the city purchased the former IGA. The IGA had been out of business for about a year. So rather than see it kind of fall apart, the city wanted to step in because that is our critical corner, obviously, and so we wanted to step in and make sure we could do something unique and interesting with it. Currently, we are under design plans now. We've hired a gentleman out of California who is designing a redevelopment of that area. And so hopefully we're getting close to being able to unveil that to the community. We plan to do that hopefully in 2 phases. One will kind of be online. We're going to put pictures and questions and kind of have a community survey to unveil the drawings, kind of ask people's input, what kind of uses would they like to see. Yes, Carrie, we know everybody wants Chick-fil-A. We're going to work on that, I promise. As much as social media says the city doesn't want Chick-fil-A, that's couldn't be further from the truth.
Everybody on Facebook wants Chick-fil-A in Springboro.
We know that. So yes. we are certainly going to work on that. We can't make any promises. Sure. I think a lot of the people in the community think that we just get to dictate what businesses we want to go where, and it doesn't really work that way.
No,
but we're going to work on it. So okay. I'll make that promise to everybody.
Breaking news on 45066.
That's right. You got the exclusive
on
that.
We did. Thank you.
You're welcome. But no, so we're going to kind of do that unveiling online, kind of community survey. Hey, what do you think of the drawings? What kind of uses would you like to see there? And then we're probably going to have a public meeting after that, just to, again, bring people in that maybe aren't on the internet or social media. Sure. Come in and give their input as well, because we really do want to hear from people what they would like to see at that corner. But where the design phase is kind of undergoing, we're kind of looking at a new urbanist style. Okay. So you're going to see kind of a more dense development, but we are very cognizant of it and its location right next to the historic district.
Right.
So James Parise, who is the designer, he is very cognizant of that and has incorporated a lot of the historic elements of the downtown that we can bring to the IGA. So we are paying a lot of attention to that. We also want to make it very pedestrian friendly, and we're also going to have a public element as well, a little public park that will be internal to the development, so we can have different public events there, maybe some small concerts, different things like that. So
very nice.
Yeah, we're really targeting restaurants and office at that location, because another thing we always hear is we need more places to eat. So we've heard that. That's what we're really going to try and target, is getting a lot of the eateries to maybe locate in that area. Another thing we're planning on doing is potentially putting a performing arts center there. So if everybody might know, Playhouse South, who does our Theater Under the Stars every year at North Park, and they've done it for 10 years now. They love Springboro, we love them, and so we're trying to figure out a way of maybe having them come down this way, and so that Performing Arts Center might be able to accommodate them. So a lot of plans there that we're getting ready to unveil here hopefully soon, and I think once the citizens see it, they'll be very, very proud of it.
Wow. It sounds like the community, the city of Springboro has a lot to be excited about for 2018.
We do, and we hope to produce those kind of things and a lot more for the citizens. Quality of life is a big thing for us this year, so we will try and promote a lot of the quality of life things, different events, all those kind of things that you expect in a city such as Springboro.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, sounds like you have got your plate quite full.
It is, but that's okay.
But lots of exciting
That's exactly right. It is exciting to work on those kind of projects whenever you see something come of nothing. It really makes you value your job and the work you've done, and that's kind of how myself and all the staff here really look at things whenever we do anything on a daily basis.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Well, Chris, thank you so much for allowing us to come in and chat with you today, and hopefully we'll get to do this again in the near future.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mayor.
Great interview. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Well, you know what? We're going to go to Heatherwood. We're going to talk to the boys, Tom and Matt. They're going to tell us what the latest things are going. Not a lot going on right now. The snow, the cold, etc., but here they are. Welcome to the show, Tom and Matt.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, the weather may be a little sketchy outside, but now's the time to be thinking about 2 things. One, our PDP sales, which is the range sales here at Heatherwoode Golf Club. We have 2 options for you. One, where you can just use the range itself, or the other is where you can actually play 2 hours before dark each day. For more information on that, if you'll contact the golf shop, they'll be glad to answer your questions. The second is banquets. Erica is extremely busy booking our facilities now. She'd love to talk to you about it. I'd love for you to come out and see the upgrades here. Again, talk to Erica Davenport. Just give her a call. She'll be glad to talk to you. Matt, now over to you.
That's great information, Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our biggest events of the year, it's coming up. It's your chance to be a leprechaun for a day. It's the Irish Open. It's on March the 17th at 11 a.m. It's a shotgun start. You're going to want to sign up for this in advance. Don't wait till 3 days ahead of time. We sell it out every single year. You can call Neil up at the Pro Shop today. He can give you all the information, get you signed up right on the spot. Thank you very much. Let's send it back to the mayor.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate what you do. I understand you and Adam had a great interview about the upcoming Expo.
Of course. Now, you know I love Expo.
I know,
it's one of my,
so do I.
Well,
it's
of course.
A great thing for the community.
It really is. It's something really cool that really Springboro does for our business community. You know, I think we have the best chamber around.
We do, and I can't say enough accolades for Carol, where she started and where she's taken it to. She just does a magnificent job.
Absolutely. So yeah, I sat down with Adam to talk about Expo 2018.
Let's go look at it.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm at the Chamber of Commerce here in the Historic District, and if Adam Hughes, Marketing Director of the Chamber, and I are wearing Expo t-shirts, then you know what time of year it is. It's Expo time. Adam, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about Expo 2018.
Yep. So, Hometown Expo, that spring thing, is Warren County's largest business expo. We have over 200 booths that feature local businesses and nonprofit organizations. It's free and open to the public.
And family friendly.
So family friendly, so bring the kids, bring the grandparents. There's something for everybody to do at Expo. And it's basically a great way to meet your local business owners and directly interface with them and learn about their products and services.
Sure, sure. Now, in addition to meeting all the business owners and all the fun that we get to have at Expo, we're going to have another Expo food court, correct?
Yes.
So we'll have, you know, local eateries. We'll be furnishing, you know, possible lunch for you or snacks for the kids. We'll also have another awesome grand prize.
Yep. So the food court will have family-friendly options, very affordable, so you can bring the whole family. You'll be able to afford enough for the kids, for the mom and dad, and grandma and grandpa.
So feed the family without breaking the bank.
Exactly. And every booth at Expo does a door prize. So there'll be over $20,000 in door prizes this year. We have things like TVs, laptops, iPads, and other things that you would, and gift cards, restaurant gift cards, retail store gift cards, and the grand prize is going to be valued at over $3,000 alone, just that one prize, and that is sponsored by Custom Connections Audio and Video Limited.
I was going to say, they're always wonderful for Expo. They always donate our grand prize, and that's awesome. $3,000, wow.
Yeah, and it's our 18th year this year, so 2018, 18th year.
Okay.
And every year it's been presented by Wade Insurance.
Right.
So we have them again here as our presenting sponsor, so we're very happy to have their support with this event. So yeah, it's a great way to come out, like I said, meet your local business owners, meet the movers and shakers, the people who make Springboro what it is.
Sure, and the elected officials, you know, your public figures, your, you know, first responders, they're all there. It's a great way to interact with the community. And now I understand that there's going to be some kids' activities this year, which may be a little different from past years.
Yeah, we're going to do the scavenger hunt again. So basically, there'll be certain things, we're not going to reveal that right now, around the event that kids will want to spot and mark their form. There'll be plenty of prizes for them to enter. In the past, we've had things from the Beach Water Park, Cincinnati Zoo. And then we'll have a specific area by the Commons, which will be specifically for kids.
Wow.
We'll have extra activities there.
Awesome.
Not only that, we have mascots from local sports teams, like the Dayton Dragons is like going to bring either Gem or Heater.
Okay.
We'll have someone from the Bengals, for the Reds. I mean, all of the local sports teams will have a mascot there,
so
entertaining the crowds.
With them.
Photos with the mascots, meet them, maybe get their autograph.
Very cool.
So yeah, plenty of activities for the kids. It really is a family-friendly event.
Truly, truly. Now, if someone wanted to find out more information about the event, how would they go about that online? I know there's a Facebook event.
Yep. So you just go to Facebook, type in Hometown Expo, that spring thing, join the event, click going, and we're going to do the iPad giveaway again. Last year we gave an iPad mini away, randomly selected from the people who select going or interested during the event. That mini iPad will be given away at the Chamber booth in the Commons.
Okay.
And the winner of that prize will be announced during opening ceremonies.
Okay. Now they have to be at Expo though to claim it, correct?
Exactly,
okay.
yep. You have to actually attend the Expo to be eligible.
But why wouldn't you want to attend Expo?
Right, I mean, you meet the whole town. I mean, if you're new to Springboro, it's a great way to meet the community.
Even if you've been in Springboro your whole life, there's so much that changes every day. And, you know, it's just great to get out there and see what the area has to offer and, you know, meet people and get some great food.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, the new businesses in town that have just opened up, I'm guessing they're going to have a booth. And then we always have the long-term supporters that we're really thankful for, like Wade Insurance, Customer Connections, and AA-able, that are our top line sponsors.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, if people are at Expo and they take some photos and they want to add them to social media, what are we asking them to do?
So we're going to do
the hashtag Boro Expo.
So if you come to the event, take a photo on your iPhone, post it to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Always tag that hashtag Boro Expo when you do that, okay?
All right, so Springboro Expo 2018 is March 17th, hence the bright green t-shirts at Springboro High School from 10 to 3. We'll see you there.
Great job, Carrie. Excited about Expo. I'm sure you'll be going around taking the interviews.
It will be a long day and my feet will be killing me by the end of it, but it's one of my favorite days of the year.
It is a great day. It's a great day. So you have a series going on with Shoppe Smitten?
I do. I thought it would be interesting, you know, just shopping around town. I've noticed that a lot of our local businesses have products that the consumers can buy that actually give back. So not only are you shopping local, but you're also supporting a cause. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of, you know, doing twice the good. So I thought, you know, let's highlight some of the local businesses that have these products that would allow our residents to support local and give back. Our first visit is with Shoppe Smitten on Main Street.
All right, let's go see that clip.
Great. Thanks, Mayor. All right, so for 2018, we had the idea of not only supporting local businesses, but letting you know ways to support local businesses that also give back to other causes. So it's kind of the double whammy of a good deed. All right, we are at Shoppe Smitten at 205 South Main Street in the Historic District talking to Cammie Mosier and Leslie Moss, the co-owners. Now, ladies, I understand you have several products in your store that give back to other causes, and that's really what we'd like to focus on today. So if you don't mind, tell me a little bit about what you've got in your hands and what you've got here at the shop.
Okay, one of the most popular items that we had during the winter was Love Your Melon hats, and this is a really great company because they give one hat to a child with pediatric cancer for every hat that's sold. So they also have expanded their line to headbands and hats and all things like that. So those are things you can also look forward to in the spring that we'll have here. But they're a wonderful company that's made in the U.S. and run by college students.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and they benefit a lot of people, so it's really wonderful.
Wonderful. So for every hat that's sold, a child fighting pediatric cancer gets a hat.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so what else do we have? I know you have others.
Yep, we have our Dayton shirts and a few other products. And this is a partnership we have with Bog Ministries.
That's Southbrook Church, correct?
Yeah, they're based out of Southbrook Church.
Okay.
They are a mobile food pantry that is, they go throughout Dayton. So they're also working on a second location, second warehouse in Kettering.
Wonderful.
Because the demand is so high, but they visit the same neighborhoods week after week. So they have long-term impact with those families in the neighborhoods, but they just provide food to people who, you know, they need the extra support. So through our Dayton shirts, this was our original design. And then we have a new design here with the little shout out to the Gem City. These provide 20 meals in Dayton through Bog Ministries. So for every shirt sold, 20 meals are provided. And then we also have our Dayton buttons and our Dayton stickers, and those will provide 2 meals or 1 meal for every item sold as well.
Wonderful. So 20 meals for a t-shirt.
Yep.
So if you buy the t-shirt as a gift for someone, you're giving them a really cool t-shirt, but you're also giving the opportunity for someone to have 20 meals.
Yes.
Someone in need in our local area.
Last year, with these shirts alone, nearly 11,000 meals were provided just through the shirts. So
oh my gosh.
it's a really cool way that
11,000 meals.
people can wear a cool shirt and give back.
Very, very cool.
And they're printed locally, so it's a screen printer that we partner with too, and it's all right here in Dayton. So.
Very, very cool. Now I see you've got a bracelet in your hand.
This is a bracelet that is an artist that we order from. She's based out of Atlanta, but everything's handmade. But we decided to order 2 specific, it has hand stamped like words on it. So we have 2 specific designs that we're releasing this year that are gonna say chosen,
And foster love.
and foster love. So it's not only made by an artisan, but also it's going to give back to Agape for Youth, which is located here in Dayton, which is supports foster care and adoption services.
Wonderful, wonderful, wow. So Shoppe Smitten gives back. Come support Shoppe Smitten, shop local, and give back to those in need in our community. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mayor.
Drum roll time. Here we go. And it's part 1, Meet Your Neighbor, and we have another excellent person in our community that's going to join us. And Bethany Scanlon, she's a special eds teacher, and she's magnificent. She even absolutely is a friend of the family because she taught her granddaughter. But she's done so much with so many kids, and we welcome her to the show. Bethany, here we are in 2018 with our first Meet Your Neighbor segment. And she is someone that is very, very special. And she teaches a lot of very, very special people. Bethany Scanlon, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to have you on here.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
All right, I'm a Springboro graduate, class of 1999. Moved here in 1989. 3 kids, one's in 4th grade, Jackson. Bailey's in 2nd grade, and my rider is at the preschool over at Clearcreek.
My grandson's name is Jackson. Oh. Cool name.
Yep, and I can't forget my husband. He's also a graduate of Springboro.
All right, you're a Panthers. Panther pride. Oh, go Burrow. I like that. Like go Butts, go Burrow. Yeah. Well, why don't you tell all the audience that are watching, of course, the things that you do every day that makes you tick in terms of our schools.
Oh my goodness. I'm very passionate about the special education department and just the whole system as a whole. I'm very proud of Springboro schools. It's a busy job to be a teacher, especially in the early elementary. But what makes me tick? I love being a support system for my students and their families. In the special education system, it's nice because you form a stronger bond with some of the families. So I really like being a part of just watching the kiddos grow and celebrate successes with their families.
So it's not just being a teacher, it's being a mentor, being there for them, making them tick, so to speak.
Right, yep, definitely. Encouraging is definitely being an encouragement to those families and just a cheerleader.
Well, you mentioned your husband, so why don't you tell me a little bit about your family? You have children?
I do. So I married my high school sweetheart. Like I said, he moved from Milwaukee to Springboro my sophomore year, did a little bit of my Spanish homework. Sorry about that, Mrs. Irvin. Yeah, helped me with accounting, Mr. Krieger. But no, he moved here. Sue Mills was an old high school secretary. She kind of got us together. So we dated through high school, moved away for college. He went to Ohio University. I went to Kent State, and then we came back and decided to move back to Springboro because we just believe in it, and it's a great place to be and raise kids.
So you have 3 children and 3 dogs.
Yeah, and 3 fur babies, yes. 3 large dogs. But yes, I'm not allowed to bring any more home. No more dogs or children. But yeah, so we do. We have, like I said, we have 3 kids, one in 4th grade at Dennis, and then one at a 2nd grader at Dennis, and then my rider is at the preschool, and then a Bernese Mountain Dog, a Newfoundland mix, and then a White Retriever. So it's a full house.
Going back to your children, is any of them playing Pee Wee football?
I do. My 4th grader is a part of the Hardin program. Harding program. Yes, he is. Yes, wonderful. We had a great season this year. Went undefeated and lost in the semifinals. So it was kind of a heartbreak. But yes, he's actively in the program. He has winter camp coming up through Borough Blast, and then my daughter's in gymnastics over at GTCO. And so far, there's no time for the 4-year-old to be in anything. So, soon. No, he'll have his CBA coming up in the spring.
Okay, well, thanks for all that, sharing that with, I'm sure, Deputy Mayor now, Harding, who was a council member last year and Deputy Mayor this year, will be happy to hear that his report card, so to speak, yeah. Anyway, you know, I asked you earlier what makes you tick. And when you go to school and you know you're going to be teaching those children, is it easy to get prepared for the day? Does it come natural? I mean, how do you get your day going and get their day going?
Well, I really have actually been preparing for this job since the 3rd grade. So I moved to Springboro, was fortunate enough to sit with a kiddo. She's not a kiddo now, she's my age, but sit with another young woman who sat with me on the bus who also had a developmental disability. So I became friends with her. She's still in Springboro, just grew to love her and was like, oh, maybe this would be something I'd be interested in later on. So then going through the Springboro schools system, I had lots of opportunities to also work with the special needs population. So I was fortunate enough to have Rick Krieger. He was a business teacher at the high school when I went through there, and we had a class called professional internship. So you could choose, instead of taking 4 study halls, you could pick something that you were interested in pursuing in college and then go and work in that field. And so he placed me actually in Clearcreek Elementary with a teacher who was still teaching, Jennifer Nealon-Janko. There's a shout out to you. So she was an excellent mentor to me. So I got to work actually in my senior year of high school teaching kiddos with special needs, kind of as a lower level student teacher in high school. And then I was a swim coach. We have an excellent program that pairs kiddos with special needs with a high school swim coach.
We're fortunate to have all this in our backyard.
Oh, it is so great. And that program starts when the students are in 2nd grade. So they can have a positive peer model and go swimming on Fridays. So it's a great program that we have with special education. So then that led me to pursue my degree at Kent State University in special education. And then it's easy. It's easy to get up. It's not an easy job, but it's easy to get up and go and do something that you love and believe in.
Isn't work a pleasure when you like what you do?
It is. It is wonderful. The kids and the families make it, and I'm lucky enough to be involved in your family but, through the department. But yes, it is. It's a pleasure. It really is. And then just to, on a small scale, see small changes every day and big changes, to celebrate those.
It's earth-shattering to see a special needs child just go to another level just a little bit at a time. They'll say build Rome a brick at a time, and it's just amazing. But on behalf of my family, obviously, and me, from the heart, I want to thank you for all you do for all the kids, and especially for our granddaughter, Lily. So you may have made a tremendous contribution in her life, and I'm sure every parent thanks you for that, and the school's lucky to have you.
Thank you, and they make a great impact on mine.
Okay. Bethany Scanlon, Meet Your Neighbor, Part 1.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bethany. You do so much for our kids, make such a difference in their lives, and we are so glad to have someone as special as you. Well, we are finished with 1.
All right.
2's right around the corner.
Yes, it is. And 2's going to be great.
Yeah, they're always great. We just love doing this show. We have so many people that come up to you and come up to me and came up to Merge and say, we really like watching you guys on TV. A lot of times we don't even know who they are.
Yeah, that's true.
But we meet new friends that way. It's a great way for us to network. But as Carrie and I have said so many times, if you see something you want to do to make this show better or something like that, let us know, because this show is all about the community. It's all about you.
It is. We love Springboro, and that's why we do this.
Okay. Until the next show, we will see you.
See you then.
Happy New Year.